It's time for the first non-toy review. Tsuburaya has been uploading their new Ultra series, Ultraman Z, to their YouTube channel. Each episode is only up for 2 weeks, but they have re-uploaded the first episode as a special transmission. I'm not sure if this is also time limited or if it's staying. Whatever the case, watch it. This review will focus on the first 5 episodes, and yes, there'll be spoilers ahead. Ultraman Z is the next new generation Ultra and student of Ultraman Zero. In the first episode, Zero gives Z the Z Riser and 3 Ultra medals. Yes, we got more fusion forms. I don't see that going away anytime soon, considering their recent legal battles, but more on that in another video perhaps. Also, Zero is thrown into another dimension, and he just got his mantle too. Anyway, the episode actually opens up with Gomez attacking and being intercepted by the robot called Sevenger. Sevenger is the pride of Storage, this series' anti-kaiju defense team. Sevenger is piloted by member Yoko Nakashima, while main protagonist and member Haruki Natsukawa is on the ground supporting. Haruki spots a frightened dog and moves to save it, unfortunately putting him in the path of Gomez. Yoko also sees him from Sevenger, and both Gomez and Sevenger fall into the building, destroying it. The dog is okay though. We're then introduced to other characters, scientist Yuka Ota, Global Allied Forces Japan Director Kuriyama, and Captain Shota Hebikura. Hebikura is a fellow you may recognize from a previous series, Ultraman Orb. Hebikura is portrayed by Takaya Aoyagi. Aoyagi here played Jugless Juggler in Ultraman Orb. This led basically everyone to speculate that the characters were the same person as well. In the past, Tsuburaya would cast actors in different roles, but for new generation heroes, they got a lot more strict with continuity. There was a lot of teasing in the first 4 episodes. In episode 2, he and Haruki spar, and near the end, Hebikura's otherwise neat hair falls into a juggler-esque style. In episodes 3 and 4, we see him do his juggler smirk. And as of episode 5, the cat's out of the bag, Hebikura is juggler. His first transformation sequence into Zeppandon using the Dark Z Riser is excessively fabulous. You can tell Aoyagi really loves this character. The first monster Z faces is Genagarg, a shark-like kaiju that I really enjoy. He swallowed a Bolton, by the way. Bolton is not small. Genagarg also swallowed some Ultra medals that Haruki and Yoko find after his defeat. Haruki's first transformation is quite enjoyable and is our first indication that this series is self-aware. He's very unsure of himself, and when the transformation fails after Haruki shouts Zet's name, Zet tells him he has to press the trigger on the Z Riser. Another instance is Zet explaining that the Z Riser and medal holder are made of alien material invisible to normal humans. The medals themselves are not made of this material, as exemplified by Yoko picking up the Ultraman medal. Zet also explains that the transformation sequence takes place in a field separate from space-time, so less than a second actually passes when transforming or changing forms. Now I'm just waiting to complete the set, as it were, when they explain the explosions whenever an Ultra defeats a kaiju. As far as the main antagonist is concerned, its name is Celibro, or Celibro, and it had originally possessed Genagarg. It then possesses a hazardous cleanup crew member after he drops a vat of Genagarg goop, and it spills out. He hasn't done much yet outside of observing and later creating the Gyrus medal to assist Teleston in episode 4, turning the kaiju into Arimaki Teleston. A nice upgrade, I say. The special effects are on par with the previous series, Ultraman Taiga. Beams are crisp and flashy, and green screen effects are decently realistic. It's coming along. Like Taiga, Zet's rise has more fluid motion. Kaiju eyes are very expressive, especially Pagila in episode 5 when he sees the Zet Lance Arrow. The soundtrack is great so far, with music composed by Hijiri Anze. The opening theme, Chant My Name in English, is really catchy. The ending theme, Connect the Truth, is also quite good. Sound effects are great. I like Zet's grunting a lot. It's slightly muffled as though he's speaking through a helmet. Slightly Star Wars-y. As far as character development goes, it's been pretty good so far. Yoko is a tough woman who has a thing for older men. When Haruki nonchalantly tells her Zet is 5,000 years old, she becomes completely infatuated with him and begins to refer to him as Lord Zet. Yuka does science. Yuka does all the science. She's buddies with mechanic Kojiro Inaba. They bond over trying to find a way to charge Wyndham. Haruki takes his resolve into overdrive in order to become more like an ultra hero. And Juggler is Juggler. He's had the majority of his development in the previous series and films. And again, we don't know much about Celibro. We probably won't until at least episode 10. I'm enjoying Ultraman Z so far. Most everything is established and done well. I didn't get into too much detail since that would have made this more of a synopsis than a review. I very much recommend people keep up with this on YouTube. I'll link Tsuburaya's channel in the description, but probably don't try for the premieres. It's hit or miss if English subtitles are ready. Have an ultra good day!